everybody. Welcome back to the Question Queens. I'm Debbie, and I hope you all are having a good first part of your week. I'm going to continue on with the Dopey podcast interview with Tom Macdonald. This is part 3, and where we left off is basically he's talking about his first time he drank, first time he got high, and how it just started to gradually progress into something that he realized was a problem. So I'm going to back it up a little bit so we can kind of recap. Hang on.
I didn't really realize that it was happening until it was fucking way too late.
And that's the classic alcoholic progression. You know what I mean? Like, it's a classic alcoholic progression. How did you know when it was too late? Like, what made you be like, fuck, I need to take a look at this, I need to do something? Like, when did it catch up with you, and how?
It never dawned on me until I had like this one moment where I was partying all night, got home, was drinking at the house, laid down in my bed, and I don't really remember what it was. Something made me get up out of bed. Maybe I was like turning the fucking channel on the TV, or I got up to take a piss, or I don't really know what the fuck it was. But I got up out of my bed, and when I sat up, like the whole fucking room went like, and I like kind of like fell over and like put my hand down, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this was like way beyond some like dizzy from being drunk shit. This was like something else. And all of a sudden, like, my heart starts fucking racing. Boom, 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 boom. And I can hear it in my fucking ears. And I get like this tunnel vision, and I fucking get up off the bed. And I had all of these, I was living in this shitty little basement suite at the time. And I had all of these boxes of CDs that I had purchased, of my CDs, that I was going to try to sell so I could make money. Didn't fucking sell any of them. So I had 900 copies of this CD in boxes. Wow. And I would stack them up in my room and put a blanket over them. And that's what I was using as like a table or like a work surface. And so I had like my computer, my microphone, and all this decorations and shit sitting on top of these boxes covered with a blanket. And I fell into the boxes and fucking pushed everything off the shelf, put my fucking hands on the wall, and the whole fucking, felt like I was like on a boat. The whole place was moving. And I'm like mentally just fucking freaking the fuck out, because I think I'm dying. And I'm like, holy shit, like, I gotta fucking, what the fuck? So I like walk out of the bedroom, barely make it through the house into the bathroom, grab on the fucking sink and look at myself in the mirror. And my face is so fucking white that I literally don't recognize myself. Like, and I don't mean like I saw myself and thought, oh, like, I look a little pale. I literally did not fucking recognize myself. I looked in the mirror and I was like fucking shocked. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's not me. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What's amazing is that he was aware. I mean, to be in that kind of state, but be aware enough to know, like, there was 2 of him. One that was going through all the stuff, but the second one that was aware of everything that was going on. I mean, thank God that he did know, or he was aware enough to know it, because can you imagine if he didn't? And wow.
Fuck. Like, that's not me. Like, what the fuck is going on? Which is triggering all types of shit in my head. And I start freaking out even worse. Boom, 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 boom. Fucking heart's going. I'm like, I can't fucking breathe. My legs are feeling weak. I take it, every step I take, it feels like I weigh a fucking million pounds. Until, you know, I can't,
was it
completely lost touch with reality. Like, completely. Like, it was a complete fucking
break,
mental unraveling. Like, just completely done. And this is really fucked up. I don't think I ever really talked about this, but what ended up happening was I laid on the floor because I couldn't carry my weight with my phone in my hand. And I had 911 dialed on my phone. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if I start to like fucking nod off or like or, you know, getting pain in my chest, or if this gets any more fucked up than it already is, I'm just going to hit fucking call on 911. Hopefully they're going to fucking find me here on the fucking floor and whatever. You know what I mean? So I'd actually, at some point in time, I'd scribbled a note for the EMTs or whoever would potentially find me that just said, like, I've been drinking. This is what happened. This is my name. This is my parents' phone number. And like fucking preparing to like die. Like it was like fucked up. I started to feel like a little bit better, and I got up off the floor. And what ended up happening after that was, you know, it's like 4 a.m. at this time. And I'd had one other panic attack before in my life. And it happened like maybe 4 months prior to that, where I had been drinking quite heavily and also smoked weed and also drank a couple cups of coffee. And for whatever reason, that combination just like gave me like a fucking panic attack. I'd never had a panic attack before. What ended up happening was actually I was at my friend's place and we were drinking vodka and drinking coffee and smoking weed. And all of a sudden I started to feel like kind of weird, floaty, dizzy like sensation. And I got up off the couch and I was like, I got to take a piss. And I walked into the bathroom and closed the door behind me. And I was like, you know, trying to figure out, why am I fucking feeling like this? I've never felt like this before. Like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm just in the bathroom, like trying to breathe. And then I realized like, oh, I've been in the bathroom for fucking 20 minutes. And everybody else is sitting in the living room right on the other side of this door. And I haven't, like, when somebody goes to take a piss in the bathroom, you can hear somebody take a piss in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, fuck, they haven't, like, heard me take a piss. They were probably like, what the fuck is this guy doing in there? So I, like, flushed the toilet and then turned the sink on to make it seem like I had taken a piss, but I was really just bugging out. Right. And that fucking weirded me out even more. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck am I doing? Like pretending that I just took a leak so that they don't know that I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, what the fuck? So I went out, grabbed my backpack. I was like, I gotta go. And I fucking left. And that was like the first panic attack I ever had. And that was like a few months prior to this fucking mental break that I'm having. So I start to like feel a little bit better. My body starts to feel like not as heavy. I close the fucking 911 on my phone, but I keep the note at the door just in case. What ends up happening is I get up and I'm so fucking rattled that like the physical effects, the heaviness is kind of gone. I'm still fucking, my heart is pounding in my fucking ears. I'm still dizzy, but I can carry my own weight. So this is fucked up, but what ended up happening was I walked from the bathroom to my bedroom. I turned on the lights in my bedroom. Then I'd walk back to the bathroom, look at myself in the mirror, walked back to the bedroom, didn't like how the bedroom felt with the lights on, turned the lights off, walked back to the bathroom, turned the lights off in the bathroom, walked back to the bedroom. It felt scary with the lights off, turned the lights back on, walked back to the bathroom, turned the lights back on, look at myself in the mirror, walk back to the bed. This cycle, this back and forth from the bedroom to this is like a psychotic episode.
Right.
And I walked those laps until like 8:30 or 9 in the morning. Did not stop the entire time. Acute anxiety, complete detachment from the world around me. Like
total
anything
break.
else.
Yes.
Gone. So then I ended up like laying down and I had like an iPad sitting next to the bed and I put Jimmy Fallon on, just something mindless that like I could try to like sleep
Relax.
to.
Yeah.
Which didn't work, but I kept telling myself, you know, you're going to go to bed, you're going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be fucking fine. You're going to be back to normal. But I went to sleep and I woke up and I didn't feel normal again. I felt as bad, if not worse, than the fucking night before.
Oh my goodness.
So that ended up, I called my my dad was sailing around the world at this point in time. He was on this big sailing trip, and I ended up calling my mom that morning, and she didn't pick up, and I left a real fucking scary voicemail on her phone.
Wonder what he said.
Just saying that, like, hey, like, something's wrong, and like, I don't know what it is, and I don't know what's going to happen, but something's wrong. And at that point, I pretty much cut off everyone.
Can you imagine getting that message as a parent, even as a friend, but as a parent, can you imagine getting that message on the phone from your kid? Holy crap, that would, I can't even imagine.
It's wrong. And at that point, I pretty much cut off everyone. Stopped talking to my friends. They could call, I wouldn't answer. I did not leave that apartment at all.
Were you drinking in that period or smoking weed, or were you just total in a psychotic, paranoid
Gone.
break? Right.
Yeah, done. I quit everything.
Wow.
Like that day. No more drinking, no more smoking weed, no more smoking cigarettes, no more fast food, no more soda, no more coffee, nothing. Like horrified, like terrified of everything.
Right.
So like, and that got to the point where like my mom called my dad and she was like, yo, like this is what's going on with Thomas. I don't know what the fuck, how to deal with it. Like it's bad. And then, I talked to my dad a few times. Like he would like literally was like 250 miles off the fucking coast of civilization. And he's like sailing in so he can get on phones and call me and be like, what the fuck is going on? So I end up going to a doctor and telling the doctor what the fuck's going on. And I think I was misdiagnosed. They told me that I had GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, and they gave me Cipralex for it. Okay. And that was supposed to fucking solve the problem. And that fucking made everything worse. The Cipralex made me like manic. I was never depressed. Right. I was scared. I had anxiety, terrified. And Cipralex
like
was like
attack disorder, something like that.
Yeah, but it was constant. Like there was no break in it. It was never like, oh, and I feel okay for 5 minutes, and it's back. It was fucking acute mental unwellness, 24/7, consistently. So they gave me the Cipralex, and I took it. And I remember I was talking to my roommate one time. And I was so fucking jacked up on this Cipralex because it's got the serotonin just fucking just like pumping through me that I was talking to him. And I got so fucking excited about what I was talking to. I punched the fucking door frame that I was standing into my bedroom and broke my pinky finger because I was so fucking jacked up. And then I was like, whoa, like what the fuck? Like that wasn't normal. So I went back to the doctor. And this whole time, I'm like talking to my folks and telling them what's going on, and it's still very fucking scary and new and not, figuring any of this shit out. I go back to the doctor. I tell him what happened with the Cipralex. I was getting these like from the Cipralex. I would feel literally a rush from my fucking brain, like down my fucking neck, like into my body, like this blast of like fucking manic energy. So I told him about all this shit, and he's like, okay, like, we'll take you off the Cipralex. And he put me on fucking Seroquel.
Right. Antipsychotic.
Yeah. And I had this video shoot that I had to be on, and I hadn't been out of the house in fucking weeks at this point. But I can't cancel this video shoot. It's still like it's of paramount importance in my life, the music shit, whether I'm fucked up or not fucked up. I had to do the music thing. So I go to this music video shoot. It's like the worst video shoot that you could possibly imagine, because for this treatment that I wrote, it was this song called How the West Was Won. And it was a reenactment of the shooting that took place in Paris. many years ago, there was a bunch of people that went to a concert, and there was some gun.
The Queens of the Stone Age.
Yep. Yeah. And they went in and fucking slaughtered everyone.
Yeah.
And so we were doing a piece like that, which required, 100 people to be in the room with me, and me standing up on stage in front of 100 fucking people after being alone in my apartment in the midst of a fucking psychosis for fucking weeks at this point in time. So standing up on a stage in front of a bunch of people is like, that's nightmare scenario.
Yeah, that's terrible.
But I do it, and the doctor said, like, hey, like, the Seroquel shit, take it situationally, like when you need it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm at the music video shoot. I'm fucking trying to hold myself together. People are talking to me, and I'm fucking, staring through them and just nodding my head and being like, And for these last couple of weeks, bro, like, I'm not fucking talking to anyone. I'm not eating. I'm not sleeping. I'm not anything. I'm like waking up in the morning and forcing myself to fucking make one piece of toast and one fried egg. And I'm putting the egg on the toast, and I'm cutting it into 30 tiny pieces. And I'm putting one tiny fucking piece of shit in my mouth, and I'm gagging, trying to fucking eat anything. Like, totally fucked. So I'm at this video shoot, and I'm doing my best to fucking keep the wheels on the thing, and failing at it miserably. And I remember like walking out of the front doors of the venue and standing on the sidewalk. And I had my friend with me, and I said, hey, I'm going to take one of these fucking Seroquels, because like, I'm not going to make it through this. Yeah, I'm not going to make it through this shit. So I fucking take the Seroquel and stand there for fucking, 10 minutes, call my mom. I'm like, hey, I just took this fucking pill or whatever, just so you know, I took it. Just want everybody to know about it. I'm not like a big medication guy, so that's like a big deal for me to be taking a fucking antipsychotic like that. Yeah. So stand there for about 10 minutes, start to feel like a little bit better, weirdly better. Like, it doesn't feel like, still don't feel like myself, but I feel less like the fucking lunatic that I've been for the last 3 weeks. So go up the stairs, walk into this fucking venue, and I take a step, and it's like, boom.
You fall down.
And I'd say, no, I fucking, I go like, all of it, my body weighs like a fucking kajillion pounds. Yeah. Like, I take one step, and it's like, whoosh. And I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. And I take another step, boom. And like, like when you fucking turn your head, everything stays as it is. But I fucking turned my fucking head, and the whole fucking room went like, it was like a freeze frame. And I was like, holy fuck. And I remember like walking up to the guy who was directing at the time, and I'm usually the director, but I had a director there because I knew I wasn't capable. And I said to him, hey, I gotta go. I'm having a fucking panic attack. I have to leave. Get everything fucking set up. Shoot everything that you can shoot without me. I'll come back at the end to shoot my part. He's like, okay, cool. And then I blink, and I'm fucking in a vehicle with my friend, and I'm like looking at it's blazing hot sunny day, and the sun's coming in through the window shield. This shit's like burnt into my brain. I remember it like it was fucking yesterday. And I'm looking at the sun through the branches and shit, and I like turn and look at him, and he's like, are you good? And I was like, yeah. And I blink, and I'm fucking stumbling through my backyard, and I blink, and the key's in the thing, and I walk into the house, and that's it. That's the last thing I remember. And then like fucking 4 or 5 hours later, my homie's shaking me. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, they're ready for you on set. Like, we got to go. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And I woke up at this weird fucking, life felt really placid for like the first time in like a long time. I had this synthetic calmness like about myself that like, I could still feel shit raging in the background, but it wasn't like
it was like
reaching the surface. Right. Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do it.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it's fucking gnarly, dude. So I went and did the shoot, and fucking everything was fine. But when I got home, I was like, well, I'm never taking that fucking shit again, ever. That was fucked up. So I never take it again. And it comes off of mute and it comes back fucking loud. And, like I had one friend come over one time, and he sat on the couch in my living room and I sat on my bed in my bedroom and talked to him through my open door. Like I couldn't even be in the same room as somebody. And it was getting like so gnarly and I was like falling further and further down this hole that like something bad was going to happen, dude. Like I was going to fucking kill myself. Like I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I couldn't. I just could not fucking do it. And I'd probably made some veiled references to like, I never said, hey, I'm going to fucking kill myself or something like that. But I probably said a few times, like, I remember my way of saying that is things are so bad right now that I don't know what's going to happen if they get worse. Mm. And I probably said that a few times. And my mom was like, told my dad, and my dad was like, okay, I'm fucking coming home. Like I'm parking the fucking boat. I'm going to sell it wherever the fuck I am. I'll sell it. I'll fly home. I got to take care of Tom. Like my dad's my fucking best friend, my biggest fan. Like he would fucking go to the end of the fucking earth for me. And when my mom said, Thomas, you either fucking come home or your dad is going to fucking end this trip. And this is like a trip that my dad's been preparing for fucking his whole life. Like this is his dream. Like this is it. And there's no way in fuck that I'm like going to allow my dad to fuck up his dream for me because I'm a fucking idiot. So my mom tells one of my friends, go to fucking Thomas's house, break in, pack his fucking bags, take him to the fucking airport, and fucking get him on a fucking plane.
You were in California,
and that's then? No, I was in Canada.
Where were you at?
But I was in
different part of
Vancouver,
Canada.
BC, and my folks lived in Alberta.
Okay.
Right.
So it's about like an 18-hour drive, 4-hour flight, 3-hour flight. So that ended up being what happened. A friend came, broke in, packed all my fucking bags for me, had a plane ticket, took me to the fucking airport, put me on a plane. I went home and stayed with my mom for 9 months.
Wow.
And it was hell. Like I said fucking, I've said it before. I said 4 words to my mom every fucking day. That's literally it. She'd wake me up in the morning before she went to work. She'd say, how are you doing? And I'd say, not good. And then she'd come home from work at 6 or 7 p.m. She'd walk through the door and say, how are you doing? I said, not good. That was it. 4 words a day for fucking months and months and months.
And the day was just riddled with panic. Still no alcohol, no weed, no nothing, just panic.
Yeah. All fucking day long. Like.
Well, I think that's a good time for us to take the next break. But wow, what a story. Have any of you all been through that kind of like where you were drinking and doing things and drugs and you got that panic type? I'm so unfamiliar with any of it. So, I mean, as far as like doing actual drugs and things, I don't have any experience. And I'm going to keep it that way. But I'm curious if any of you all have ever experienced anything like that. Because I don't understand it. I don't understand if that's something that's normal or commonly happens. Did he just get close to ODing, or did all the drugs cause him to have a mental break? Or so if you all can let me know in the comments, I would appreciate it so I can learn a little bit more. And I'm not familiar with, I wrote it down, Cipralax or Seroquel. I don't know anything about those either. But he didn't talk about like him going to the doctor to get this medication. I'm really curious like what those medications actually treated him for, and when he did get back to his mom's, maybe he'll finish or tell more about it in the next part. Did he go to the doctor? What did he do for those 9 months? Anyway, all right, well, that's the video. Thank you so much for joining me. Pretty heavy story right there, and I'll be back with, this is part 3, so I'll be back with part 4. Sorry, I had to do girl math for a minute. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do that now. I would appreciate it, and you can hit the like button while you're up there, and I'll see you real soon. All right, bye-bye.